Live action anime's trash. Well, almost all of it is.
I am a huge anime fan, and this is not okay.
Many live action anime have failed to really capture what the source material is. I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z as a kid. It was my favorite childhood cartoon. And when I heard that Dragon Ball Evolution was coming out, a live action adaptation of my favorite show, I got really excited. I loved Dragon Ball, so I couldn't wait to see my favorite characters up on the big screen in live action.
Well, this is what we got. No way they saw this guy and thought, yep, that's Goku. Goku isn't supposed to be the edgy goth kid from high school.
Bad casting and acting aside, Dragon Ball Evolution greatly diverged from the original story, like many other live-action anime adaptations have.
This, in particular, is why many of these adaptations fail time after time, trying to adapt these perfectly fine stories into a live-action format. There is the very rare instances where sometimes the studios get somewhere close to something resembling the original source material, and other times
you get things like this.
We're not even going to try and delve into that abomination of an adaptation.
Okay, there's got to be at least one good live-action anime adaptation out there. There's gotta be. What is that sound?
To be honest, this is the greatest live-action anime out there.
Okay, I'm not the biggest One Piece fan. I've not read or watched any of it at all.
But this is actually good. Every single character in this adaptation did amazing. The casting was done perfectly, and the story was written really well into a live-action format.
Even though there were some changes from the original anime and manga, it seemed to have worked really, really well in the live-action format, and I didn't seem to have a problem when watching it. The entire team did incredibly well adapting this into live action.
Now, certain characters are introduced into this adaptation earlier than in the anime and manga from what I've seen, but it works really well. The vast majority of these live-action adaptations don't have any quality control, and the original author has little to no part in how the show turns out, which ends up creating unnecessary changes to the source material.
You can see this in some anime as well, such as Dragon Ball GT.
Now, the story isn't the only thing that takes away from these shows. Poor CGI can break a show, and for these adaptations,
the CGI can get pretty bad.
Alright, who did it? Who let them make nasty-ass CG roaches?
So, what needs to happen to even give these live-action anime adaptations a chance at being any good?
The first thing that needs to happen is that both the director and the screenwriters need to have a grasp of what the anime is about and how the characters act, along with having contact with the original author that is necessary. The team also needs to have enough time and money to both write a good script and create good CGI,
which allows the crazy things that happen in anime to translate to live action properly.
Live action anime adaptations can work when done right, and slice of life anime would be a great start to creating live action due to the small amount of CGI needed to make it, and how easily it can translate to the real world.
I believe that we can have more good live action anime adaptations such as One Piece. It just takes a lot of time and dedication to make something good.
So let's hope that we can have better adaptations in the future.
But don't get your hopes up too high.